changed things for a while now. How frustrating is it when you say, you know, you leave last night saying, I hope this is the start of something?
Yeah, no, yeah, you're right, it is. And, cause you always look for that one to kind of get you going, and you look back in a week and kind of identify that as the one that gets you going. We're still searching for that. Had a lot of chances tonight, you know, just can't get the guys on and pierce a gap, score some runs, and you know, so Grant kept us in the game. You know, we had opportunities, just didn't make it happen.
Is there anything that you've seen with the offense that just, I mean, that you can say, hey, look, it's going to happen? I know you never know when it's going to happen, but
yeah. You know, we get a guy hot here and there, and we just can't like get rolling as a club. You know, more than one guy, and I can't. You know, I don't know what the answer is really. It's just keep running them out there, keep playing, and you know, it's not for lack of effort, not for lack of work. These guys are doing everything right. It's just not happening consistently. You know, we have a game here and there, and we get a guy every now and then, but it's just not happening consistently as a team, where we're kind of just keeping that line moving and making things happen like we have in the past.
How much has that kind of tested these guys' resolve? Because there's a lot of accomplished guys in there, but
yeah,
every time it seems to be, it looks like it might turn.
Yeah, I know. I don't know, because we have guys that have been very successful, had all, you know, they're all stars, and you know, it just shows you how tough this game is, and how hard it is to play this game. I mean, I think you forget, and sometimes they make it look really easy, but it's not. It's a hard game to play, and it's a tough game to play. Mentally, it's tough. Physically, it's tough. But you know, we got guys in the lineup that have had success, and they've done it. So you just, you know, you just, the only thing you can do is just keep grinding and you know, working at it, and eventually, you know, it's going to come, or you know, and we're going to get it going at some point.
what was your angle as soon as you saw the replay there? Did you kind of have a feeling it might go?
You know what, most of the time when you see those plays, they look like the guy comes off and then they slow it down, and they don't. And that's kind of what I saw there too. I was hoping that maybe it wasn't enough to overturn it. But most of the time, those plays look different in real time than they do when you slow them down.
Going back to when you let him face Toro, it ends up being a 2-run game. It doesn't matter, but are you just thinking he's got 2 singles? The odds are he's, you know, Grant's still in good position.
No, he's in a great position, and the count was in his favor right there. You know, I just I felt right there that you know, we didn't make the pitch, pretty much, and I was, you know, he was in a good spot right there with him. You know, I was going to give him one more, but it was, you know, when you're sitting there 0-2, it's just didn't make the pitch.
You guys didn't know, you know, going into the year, you didn't really know what Grant was going to give you. So far, the way he's kept you guys in games, has this kind of been everything you could have asked for out of him?
Oh God, absolutely. No, we didn't know. You're right. We didn't know coming in. He'd never been a major league starter before. You know, hell, he spent 10 years and did an unbelievable job last year in different roles for us. And now you leave camp, and he's 1 of your 5, and he should have been. You know, with where we were, and he's done a great job. Done a really, really good job. Again, if he leaves that game giving up 3 runs, so you know, you hope he wins 5-3. You know, that's the thing. And it gets back to that. There's just no room for error right now. We just have no room for error, whether it's a pitch, a play, a run, or whatever. You know, it's just it's hard to play the game like that. But you know what? That's what we got and where we're at. We're just going to keep grinding.
Tui's had a lot of plays here where he's been kind of scrutinized, and tonight again. Is it just tough as a third base coach, you know, at times where you're?
Yeah, the biggest thing you can't get, you know, speaking from experience, I've been there, and you just can't lose your aggressiveness. You know, you can't lose your aggressiveness, and you know, he's done a great job, and we've all had. I mean, I played for the greatest manager, or coached third for the greatest manager in the history of the game, because it was never my fault. It was the greatest play, or the guy wasn't running hard when I screwed up, and I screwed up a lot, as you know, in doing that, as you do. And again, it's going back. There's no room for error.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.